Hey, welcome back to another episode. So let me help you guys out here. Let me get this camera a little bit in order and proper frame. All right, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to make fortunes to make some easy money because a lot of you guys are suffering when it comes to the money game, and it's not really hard. But if you don't have any expertise or nobody teaching you anything, how are you gonna ever survive? So let me teach you the 4 ways of how to make money or turn your work into making more money. Because it's not enough just to work for money. You gotta figure out other ways to use your work to get into making more money. Because at the end of the day, life is about leverage. And when you understand to utilize your leverage within a position, you bring more value. It's like a scale, you gotta think about it. The more leverage I have means the higher the balance point is, which means I do just enough work and I get a huge outcome. So it's like a teeter salt. So the first thing, if you wanna be able to make more money, first thing you need to do is stop explaining to people what you do for work. Just tell them about the outcome. See, I mount TVs. And when I mount televisions, I don't go and I tell people, well, here's all the work I'm about to do. I say, hey, look, you have this 70-inch television. You want this on your wall above a fireplace. You don't want this TV to fall out. You want to be able to watch it. You want the surround sound, everything to sound very crisp and good, right? Well, how about this? You pay me some money. I'll help you skip all this work and I'll get you right to what you want. And that's the secret. People don't care about what you do to get there. They only care that it happens. So explain to them what they get when it happens. Fill their mind, let them know, look, if you hire me, if I do my work for you, you're gonna get exactly what you want with guarantees. So if you can explain to people and make them feel comfortable and safe about what you do for work, you're gonna turn your work into money. Don't explain the work, explain the outcome. Nobody cares about the work. They only care about, does it work? Does it look good? And do I have a guarantee if it messes up or anything like that? If you solve those problems for people pay you. It's amazing, right? So crazy. So first step is, explain the value, not the work. Lesson number 2, we have a beautiful thing called the internet. And see what the internet is, it's a way that you can be able to push out your message, push out what you do for work, push out all your values, and put them on a wider platform using what we call clones, internet clones, because this is me, but it's actually my internet clone talking to you. And that internet clone is going to show you what I did for work, and I'm going to film it, document it, explain what I did, and I'm going to educate you and entertain you, so that way on the back end, I make money. See, one of the things you guys have to learn is how to make money from your work that you already done previously. Think of it almost like as a rap artist or a painter, or anybody who does something that's artistic. They don't make money from doing the work. They make money on the royalties of the work. So you want your work to be able to replicate itself and be able to provide value long after you finished it. And so if you can learn how to educate and entertain people using what we call social media and the interwebs, you'll be able to make a lot of money, because guess what? People are always entertained by work. People love to watch change, and all work is change an environment over time. So if you can make change an environment over time interesting, entertaining, and educational, and keep people watching, you'll make money. It's fascinating, right? This is such a crazy phenomenon. But most people don't understand this because most people don't like to be educated. They simply just go to work. But if all you do is work, you'll never be able to understand what you can do with your work. See, my goal is not to be able to work for a living. My goal is to make sure my work works for me for a living. And if you can do that, you're gonna have a wonderful lifetime. And that brings me to this third step, which is even more important, which is stop trying to be the best. You don't have to be the best. In today's age, we no longer exist in a time where you can be the best and nobody else can be able to rival you. No, it doesn't work that way. It's so hard to be the best in today's world because it's such a hyper-competitive world. So what you need to be is, be the only one. Be special, be different, be authentic. If you're special, different, authentic, and people love to see your energy and what you bring to the table, they'll pay you for the experience of having you around. See, life is about people. And the more of a people person you are, the more money you make. It's such a wild fucking thing to think about, right? But it's not that crazy when you actually consider that you don't typically work with the people who do the best work, because most of the time you can't afford them. But you know what you can afford? You can afford to work with people you like to work with. See, if you ever had a job where you work with people that you did not like to work with, what is it like? It's horrible. It's a horrible experience. You're mad, you're frustrated, you don't want to be there. You're fucking low-key want to fight everybody that's in the building. And it's just an undesirable thing to be around. But guess what? If you can learn how to be a pleasurable person, and people love your energy, it's almost like they don't even care about paying. They give you more money because they enjoy being in your presence. So become a better person. And I also have some other videos of how to blow up for 2023. Check that video out in the thumbnail. It should be coming up after this video is done. And the last and the most important aspect of making your work turn into revenue is relationships. See, life is about relationships. Life is about people. Kevin Samuels had a very good saying. Life is about people. If you don't interact well with people, you're never going to do well in life. You can't be a lone soldier, a lone wolf. So you have to be able to develop relationships. And what happens is, when you put your relationships over revenue, you end up making more money in the long run. Because people begin to trust you. And when people trust you, money comes with that. See, I only give money to things that I trust. I don't give money to the guy who sells meat out the back of the parking lot because I don't trust where that meat comes from. I go to the grocery store because I trust where that meat comes from. Or I go to the local farmer because I trust where the meat comes from. When I buy guns, or if I buy camera equipment, I don't want to go just buy behind some shady backdoor company. I want to go to somebody who has a reputable company. I want to trust the relationships that this company has with its customers. Because if I can trust the relationship, I don't have any worries. And that cost of worrying is way more than the actual price of me paying for whatever I got to pay for. So if I have better relationships, my revenue increases, because as you begin to work with people, as they begin to trust you, they trust you with bigger operations, because those operations carry more risk. And the more risk an operation carries, the more money it comes with it, because it has a lot of value. It's like, think about it. If you have an open heart surgeon, you don't want to just go to any open heart surgeon. You want to go with somebody you can trust, because you have to trust this person has your life in your hands. And you don't want somebody who you can't trust with their life in their hands. So it's the same, it's the same analogy when it comes to business. People only want to work with people that they like and they trust. If they like and trust you, guarantee you'll never have to worry about business again. It's a cascading will effect. See, the more people you meet, the more they trust you, the more they ask you to come back and do work. And then they ask you to come back and do more work. And then you start to build reputation around the city because they tell their friends about you. They say, hey, look, you got to get your TV mounted? Hey, I know a guy. You need some electrical work? Hey, I know a guy. And that keeps the wheel going. You keep spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And then you never have to worry about money again, because people are coming to you for money now. And now you can raise your prices because you're so busy. And that's the secret. Business takes time. Like anything else, business is a relationship with yourself. Your work is your relationship. So you have to provide a good relationship with your work, with your customers. Your customers have to trust you. If your customers trust you, they give you more money. So let's go back and rehash the 4 things we learned today. People want the results. They don't care about the work. So explain the results to people. They don't care about how you do it. They just want to know that it gets done, it's done correctly, and they have some type of guarantee at the end of it, where if it goes bad, they can call you back and you don't run away with their money. And that's really step number 1. Step number 2, educate and entertain. If you can educate and entertain people with your work, you'll make money on the back end forever. Your YouTube channel, I see all the time people with YouTube channels with electrical work, plumbing work, TV mounting, construction, all types of stuff. And they get YouTube views. And these views drive revenue. And that revenue drives advertisement. And that advertising drives more business. And it's like whale effect. You make more money in the long run because you're educating and you're entertaining. 3, you don't have to be number 1. Just be the one. Be yourself. The more you like yourself, the more people you're going to attract that are like you. If you're not attracting people, then change yourself. Become a better person. Become a better person, things get better for you. It's pretty simple. And last, relationships over revenue. Don't look at the money. Look at the relationship. Is the relationship good? Do you have open communication? Do the people like you? Do they trust you? If they like and trust you, guarantee you more money is coming on the back end. And thanks you guys for listening. If you need more advice on how to generate more money, if you're looking as a young man for a way to find an easy way to make cash, well, not easy, but an honest way to go make cash, and you don't want to do OnlyFans management, hey, hit a consultation. I'll help walk you through the Handyman course guide. Check out apexsapien.com, book a consult, and let me see if I can help you out, guy.